I'm Judge Penny Wolfgang. Welcome back to the program. We continue our interview with soon-to-be retiring President and CEO of the Buffalo Niagara Partnership, Dottie Gallagher. I know you don't like to brag, but when you speak of working with the governor, working with the city, what would you think about telling us your accomplishments, that projects that you've worked on that were the most meaningful to you?
Well, see, here's the thing. It's hard, you know, everything that I do in this work is really as a convener. It's a convener of our team. Like nothing gets done with, alone in our work in the chamber world. Our board, and so the work that the partnership has done that I feel most proud of is probably around this heavy lift on getting the federal tech hub designation, and our ability and leadership to bring Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse together. That was very much, it was One Rock, Joe Stefko in Rochester, and Rob Simpson in Syracuse, and myself. And we have developed a trust relationship that's going to go far beyond tech hubs and is going to transform our economy for decades to come. We're looking at other things that we can do together to support the region, because I don't think any one of us would have gotten the designation alone, but together we did. So I'm especially proud of that because it is going to have such a huge impact. I mean, the other thing that on a personal level that resonates with me is a lot of work that the partnership has done around the benefits cliff, which is essentially, traps people without being able to do things like buy a home. They can't build wealth in their families because the benefits cliff premise is that if you are getting any sort of support for your family from government, if you earn $1 more than the threshold, you lose 100% of the benefit. So many people don't take those promotions because they won't get the supports they need to feed their kids. And so that actually, it's supposed to be a safety net, but really what it's doing is trapping people. So how can we work, industry and government together, to incentivize people to earn more money, save more money, and be able to achieve their full potential? I mean, as individually and personally, to me, it's such a waste of talent that we have people who cannot fully activate their talents in our region. And employers need that talent too. We hear employers tell us that certain people won't take overtime or they won't take promotions, and that's oftentimes the reason why.
When we talked about promoting this area, and you worked before you came here for the group that's supposed to promote the area, Pat Callis group, which
Visit Buffalo. Yeah.
What do you think about the track that they're on a new campaign and they've got new ideas that they're promoting and trying to, obviously their job, to get people to come to Buffalo, to invest here, to live here, to travel here, to visit Niagara, visit Buffalo.
Yeah.
What do you think about a new campaign that they're
I think
involved with?
What I'm most thrilled about is the fact they finally have been given that organization resources it's deserved. When during that, now we're going to go in the Wayback Machine. Most of your listeners probably weren't even born then, but back in the days when there was the red-green budget, at that time the Tourism Bureau's budget was frozen. And they were only a $3 million organization from, again, the bed tax, which is when you stay in a hotel. If anyone stayed in a hotel, you see a bed tax. That money generally goes to bond big projects and to the tourism agency to bring more visitors to the region. Well, that money got frozen. And so our competition, this is back when I was there, our competition, like Grand Rapids, their budget was $9 million and our budget was $3 million. Well, it's really hard to compete. I will say it made that group incredibly innovative. We were early on in social media because it was free, right? So, but now they've got real resources, and they've always done, I think, an amazing job. And I think now that they've got the resources, there's so much more they can do. And Patrick's a great leader, and I'm just thrilled that team has got the support they need to have.
Yeah. Now you're going to be leaving, sadly. But Grant Loomis is going to be taking place, who's been here for
10 years.
10 years, a long time. What advice are you giving him?
You know, I don't have to give him much advice because we've been working in lockstep together. You know, he can practically read my mind. Grant is incredibly talented, and over the 10 years he's been here, he's taken on more and more responsibility. He came in as our government affairs guy. Now he basically runs all of the departments. He's actually our president now. And he is very well equipped, and I've told him, you know, if he needs anything from me, he knows where to find me, but he won't. You know, he's a very talented man and a great leader. So I think that, and that makes, I have to tell you, that makes me comfortable walking out the door, knowing that they won't even know I was here. It'll be no disruption.
Everybody that knows you also knows how dedicated you've been, and also is familiar with Grant because he's been working with you for a long time. So
yeah, he's great.
What do you want to be remembered for?
I have never thought about it. Okay, here's the answer: to being a good mother. That's what I want to be remembered for. I mean, honestly, that's the only thing in my life that really matters. You know, I've been so blessed to do work I love, and like I said, everything I've done has been in concert with a lot of other people, and so, you know, I'll miss the people, and I just want to be remembered ultimately at the end as being a good friend and a good mother.
I don't want to leave without talking about the Bills because you mentioned about Jim Kelly.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Here's what I think. I think Terry Pagula has invested tremendously in this community. And were it not for him, we wouldn't have a football team or a hockey team. And I have to understand in my own way that I don't have the same insight that he has, right? And it's his money, you know. So I'm trusting the process, and I just, you know, I think, you know, first of all, I'm madly in love with Josh Allen, as everyone else is.
Oh yeah.
And
no, he's mine. Sorry. Sorry.
I don't think he's either one of ours. But you know,
he may object to all of this.
Yeah. So it's a difficult moment, but I think, you know, I think we have a winning team, and we're just going to have to keep going.
Now. You said you want to be remembered as a good mother, which, being a mother, that is not easy.
It's not easy.
That is not easy. But what are you thinking about? Will you continue your community relations and the different, on so many important committees and organizations here in Western New York? You're not going to leave us, right?
Oh no, I'm not going in. In fact, I just bought a new house, a townhouse, so I wouldn't have to shovel my driveway. And I have to tell you, this past couple weeks, I've been every day I look out that window, and I'm so grateful that I'm not shoveling. Yeah. So, well, I'm on the board of the Lipsey Architecture Center, which has not been built yet. It'll be under construction next year. And I've not been able to give that project as much time as I'd like, but I love the project, and I want to spend more time working with them. And I'm on the board of AAA of Western and Central New York, which is a great board, and I've learned so much there. So those are the two initial things, but I'll do something. I don't know what, but I don't have time to think about it now. I'm too busy working.
I want to talk a little bit about 43 North, how important it has been to bringing people here, to bringing businesses here, and you think it will continue?
Well, first of all, I think it was a game changer. Not just the competition and not just, you know, the unicorn company they invested in and have done so well, but really changing the brand of Buffalo as a place where things happen. There was not an entrepreneurial ecosystem here. I know when I grew up, you know, that was never, the idea of creating your own business was not just in the
cards.
Yeah, just what people didn't think about it was a real opportunity. And I think 43 North was the kickoff to make that happen. And they've got incredible leadership now with Colleen Heidinger. And it has spurred, and that foundation is now we've got Tech Buffalo, you know, M&T's doing all these tech jobs at Seneca One. I think there's a whole different vibe here, and I really think it all started with the excellent implementation of 43 North, and continues with the 43 North Foundation, which is not 43 North, the competition. 43 North Foundation is now doing a lot of other work in terms of developing workforce and other important work connecting businesses to innovations that come out of the entrepreneurial ecosystem. So it's a different world here today, and I think we can thank 43 North for that.
Well, we'll be watching and thinking about you, and John and I are going to miss you so much.
I'll be around. You guys are going to see me. I mean, you know, I'm a Buffalo girl. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, thank you so much for all that you've done and all that you have contributed to the betterment of all of Western New York. And thank you on behalf of all the citizens.
Oh, you're so sweet. Well, I feel the same way about you, Judge. You know that. We go way back. So thank you for everything that you do and continue to do.
We thank Dottie for her incredible work to build Buffalo and wish her the best of luck in the future. If you'd like more information on the partnership, go to this website, thepartnership.org. We'll be right back.